We go. What you want? Which one you want?
What are you doing?
Now you had said you was wanting to drink with absolutely no chaser, so I know when you trying to drink, I know what we doing next. So what you want?
No,
Let's get it. What you want, baby?
that's not what I said. What I said was we're partnering with Black with No Chaser and we'll be joining the Black with No Chaser radio show. Yeah, yep. You heard right, my listeners. Chasen and I are excited to announce that you'll be able to hear season 1 of My Last Nerve on Black with No Chaser radio. And season 2 kicks off February the 5th and will be airing on Black with No Chaser radio as well as all other podcast platforms. So that's what we're doing.
Is we drinking or what? Cause I'm ready now.
See,
I ain't ready. Where you going?
You don't listen. You just don't listen.
Where you going?
I'm done.
Hello, family.
Is there?
How are
There he
you?
is.
Better now that I see you guys. How you been?
Great, great. Just having a small chit chat while we were waiting on you.
That's good. That's good. Good to see you guys. We were shooting this video. We've been shooting for the past like 4 days nonstop.
I know that's something. Are you guys almost finished?
Yeah, we pretty much finished. We pretty much finished. My director flew in from San Fran to come shoot most of it. He was like he had to be here to see it. And we got some magical energy. We got some magical energy this morning, especially. I'm happy with it.
I love it. Well, let's get into it, guys. Happy Black History Month to both of you and everyone that's here. My name is SIKA, and I am with Black with No Chaser. I'm the director of the Black Lunch Break as well as the Music and Entertainment department. So both of the departments will be using this particular episode because it just fits for both platforms. So
Okay, that's
basically,
perfect.
I'm here to just get into everything freedom, get into everything run, and we can talk a little bit about Cutthroat City too. But I want you, Chris, aka Freedom. I want you to explain to me. I already know what inspired Run, but I want you to explain to me the feeling that you had once you were able to see it or hear it at the end of the movie. What were you feeling? Did you manifest this or was this unexpected?
I gotta say that it was one of the most beautiful feelings because knowing where the song came from, like the song came from like a place that was a lot of struggle, a place that needed a lot of hope, a place that felt hopeless and the dream and just like keep running. So when I seen it, I know first off that a lot of people are proud of it. I know that it came in a moment in the movie too that brought a real hopeful feeling.
Mm.
And when I looked at
Yes.
everything we went through to create the song, even like it took lives to really write these lyrics and come with the like it's a sincere energy. So I was really proud. I'm really proud. And I know the sky proud, my brother proud. He was part of the record. He had the guitar. Today is actually his birthday. Today is
Happy
Happy
actually
birthday,
his
birthday.
folks.
birthday.
You know,
Happy birthday, folks. I
he's
had to say that.
he's
But
watching
very
down
proud,
on us.
very proud.
I
Yes.
understand what it's like to actually sit on songs as an artist. So, was this a song that you were sitting on, or was this something that you recently created?
This is something I've been sitting on for long enough where a lot of different people tried to be part of the record and tried to buy it from me, but it's something that
Hmm.
I had to leave integrity in front. And it's something that I really feel like expressed what I was feeling and what we're going through as a people, knowing what the dream is and growing up without the right to have a dream. that run into the sun, yeah, that was important.
That's a beautiful stance in itself, run to the sun, because you know that it's power in that. You know, the sun has so much radiant heat to it, but we do understand the heat value of it, but we understand the energy value of it too. So when I heard that line, run to the sun, I was like, yeah, that's deep. Like that's within the soul, not necessarily like within the physical body. And I really appreciated the lyrics throughout the entirety of the song. Adrian, this question is for you. How did you feel on the opposite side of Chris? I want to know, how did you feel once you heard Run at the end of the film?
I mean, I was a bit informed than he was, obviously being the music supervisor, working hand in hand with RZA. And it, you know, this guy here, he's prophetic for sure, because, you know, as much as he and I have been through, when he told me, nah, I'm never going to sell this record. That's not happening. I mean, I'm gonna tell her, Beyonce wanted the song. This was a record that she actually wanted, that we weren't trying to sell the record, but it just came up and I like, yo, free, you know, Beyonce wants this joint. He's just like, no way in hell. And I was just like, what? But, you know, being the kind of person that I know he is, I just said, you know what, there'll be greater, it'll be greater later, so to speak. And so seeing this, I had a relationship with Wesley, Kat, we just did the Tupac film together. So seeing this in that scene, I was really kind of blown away, because RZA really surprised me when he did that. I actually left the room, came back, like I was doing some editing somewhere else, and came back and he was just like, how do you think about this? And he's just like showed it to me, and I was just like, what Bumba? And I only could think how much this one down here was gonna be cheese grinning when it happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, your record is supposed to be for something. What's the reason? And it all aligned. And if I don't get a chance to tell you this in the interview, no matter what, please know at any given point, this guy down here, this Haitian artist, is in Haiti. And between Haiti and New Orleans, it's always been this. It's always been like, New Orleans, look at us in Haiti and know that this could be you if you don't act accordingly, New Orleans. And, you know, from the moment Napoleon sold his exchange in that purchase for the sake of help in fighting back the Haitians and realizing it wasn't going to work, Haiti has always been taught a lesson, if you will.
Absolutely.
We're going to teach them a lesson. We're going to show them. And it's just such a beautiful place. We don't talk about Haiti like we do the rest of the Caribbean when we talk about visiting and vacationing and things like that. But it's such a beautiful place. And he's not a new face to a lot of people. And I'm talking about, you know, from people who are old as I am down to young as he is. Freedom is a name and a source that we've been waiting to get this off on. And so to be able to use this song in this moment, in this place, in this film, to me, that's like what this art is all about.
Yeah. Absolutely. So tell me the importance of Run, considering the social climate of everything here in the States. Like, what does the importance mean to you?
So Run, to me, Run is about everything in life that makes you want to run. And then magically you see that the good person inside and integrity took you to someplace magical. You know, like, I think we all grew up in a place where we felt judged and traumatized to a certain level. So when you hear Run, it's supposed to make you love yourself. It's supposed to make you count on your blessings. It's supposed to show you that if you keep going, that you can get to anywhere you dream, you know? And I think we grew up in a place where opportunities don't exist. So when I watch Cutthroat City and I'm seeing them look like most of the people we grew up around, and I'm seeing so much potential but no way to really serve that potential to the world, I think run is motivation for the world to just keep going and keep running, because the light in the sun is strong, but I think the light within is stronger.
Absolutely. You said that perfectly. So are you born and raised in Haiti?
Yes. And the song in the movie, one thing I gotta say is the song made Haiti proud. For Haiti to see that song in the
That's
movie and know that the
beautiful.
song put that in the movie, that made Haiti proud. And that's what made me most proud. And Big Bro loved the song. You know, when I wrote it, I was like really trying to get to a place where we was giving hope, like not only to him who was battling cancer, but to everyone in the world that was going through it, and me who was trying to be the cheerful person who was trying to bring that light that I didn't know where it was coming from. And I closed the door and be like trying to manifest it and do everything. And finally, I just like, let me try to write this because I just want to run it to the end of the world. And that run, I feel like I knew it was gonna be something special. Beyonce wanted it. I know Sean Kingston wanted it. Justin Bieber asked for it. But I wanted something different. I knew it was one of those songs that was my song. That was something that came from my heart, that came from our spirit. You know, we a family. So it's like in Haiti, I said, for me, which means if you Haitian, you could call me family. But really it's the whole world. The way I see it is, if you good people, you could call me family, you know? And us together, you know, we limitless.
I really want to commend you on knowing that that song was specifically for you. That's not easy to hold on to it when you have so many people reaching for it, but you obviously understood what you created. And not only did you create something for your brother, but you created something for your nation and you created something for us as a whole. I think this song is very, very instrumental for the entire Black History Month. But let's be real, it's instrumental for 365 days of the year. We could use this reminder in the back of our head that we do have to keep running because it's hard. It's hard to keep running during these times, but there is a finish line that we have to get to. And this song is definitely 5 minutes of inspiration. I can definitely say that. I definitely think that you guys did a wonderful job with choosing Run as the best song of this soundtrack, in my opinion. I'm not being biased just because I'm talking to you. I'm just being honest there. I really want to know, Adrian, what kind of inspiration do you use when you are moving so much with so many different creative roles as per se? What do you do to keep your energy up and keep your mind so focused? Because you work on a lot of things.
I mean, you know.
Well, we're going.
She said my name. I think that
Did she? My bad.
I think that it's hard. It's so funny you just asked that question and I just got interrupted by the person who told me once upon a time in my career, focus on one thing at a time, Adrian. Amanda Demi would tell me, focus on one thing at a time, Adrian, focus on one thing at a time. And I said, you know what? We're taught in school to understand curriculum and balance. More than one thing at a time, how to juggle our time, how to be purposefully in our nature. We're taught these things, fundamental things. You got gym, you got social studies, you have, economics, you have mathematics, history, the exploratory for me in dealing with several different creatives is I'm an art gallery, if you will. I'm a curator in an art gallery. And I ain't telling them how to come in with their art. I'm saying, look, I'm going to give you the space and I'm going to give you the time. I'm going to give you the energy and I'm going to give you the audience. You give me that art. You give me your extension of how you see it. I could suggest, Free Akon wants to do but when it's all said and done, he's going to want to sit with Akon. He's going to want to, and I'm gonna be holding my head like, I hope this goes well. But it always does. You know, you have the vote of confidence in these people to do what you know they can do and what they're capable of doing. Should I tell her like about this? So I'm listening to this mixtape with this guy. We're driving through Haiti. I'm going to find some tree or something, whatever we're doing. And he's playing this mixtape. And I'm listening to the mixtape. I'm thinking he's playing the radio. Cause you know, it's just I just don't hear. I'm like, damn, y'all don't have any commercials. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm hearing all this good ass music on the radio, but ain't no damn commercials. I love Haiti. You know how you get the commercials and they in the middle of it, he was just like, what are you talking about, bro? And I'm like, you know, we listening to the radio and I don't hear any commercials. And he's like, no, this is my mixtape. And it was just so different. It was this over here, it was Zouk over here, it was hip hop over here, it was R&B over here. And so instead of me telling him focus in and do one thing, I just appreciated it all. Because I know he's pretty ambidextrous. He can work on both sides of the fence. And so for me, I am just so utterly entertained by the greats that paved the way for us, that showed me this is how it's supposed to be done. I mean, look, Teddy Riley, Apollonia. I'm hearing from these people today. Today, Apollonia texted me and said, have a great week. And I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to have a great week when you have your heroes reaching back to you. All I try to do is pay it forward. So I'm not doing anything that's not already kind of set up and structured. You know, I'm following the road to a perfect path. I'm staying just like that. So I don't know how to explain it any deeper.
I love it. I love it. So I have two more questions for you guys before I let you go. So the first thing I'll ask Chris, what would you want the audience to take away from Cutthroat City? And what would you want them to take away from Run?
Okay, when you watch Cutthroat City, I think a lot of people didn't realize what real life looks like to certain places. You know, I think when certain people watch Cutthroat City, they're supposed to relate to it because it looks like outside where they live, and there's certain people that never seen that before. They need an introduction to a reality that needs to change. So that's what I see in Cutthroat City. And I've seen a lot of hope. I've seen it went from darkness to light, you know? And I think it teaches that miracles happen. You know, it teaches that miracles happen, and if you keep going, you can get further than you thought. As far as Run goes in the movie, I feel like, again, it came at that perfect moment to bring that hope, you know, to bring that light, which is what I always like to represent. So I'm honored at that.
And Adrian?
So I like people to understand how dreams operate and how to manifest them. You know, I've seen RZA come from a producer who had a great 12-inch with Wu-Tang Clan. I've been with him since day one with that. To becoming a director that could honestly say, I want to pass this to somebody I can trust to do the music, and give me a real shot and an opportunity. You know, I would be remiss without thanking Cameron Mitchell, our manager, and, you know, our agent, who basically had the vision of putting everybody together, from myself to Demetrius Shipp Jr. There is a click behind the click of what was made, but Michael Mendelson, the editors, the producers, Will, you know, everybody who participated in this thing. I even heard about the writer telling someone, I think Lucy, that Amy was telling me, was that you or Amy telling me about the writer?
It was me.
Yeah, you were telling me how you knew about this long before it had started to get made and whatnot. And so in the sequencing of dreams manifesting seeing them, you know, like RZA really took a step back, and RZA is somebody who typically is going to give you the music. I had so many great ideas. I was super anxious to get the opportunity to have a shot here as a music supervisor. I would have never thought about it in a billion years. It would be my family members and I writing records that would be recognized. That wasn't it. What was it is I'm giving my people an opportunity to get seen in a real way and in the right light. So for me, Cutthroat City is that about dreams being able to manifest in the worst conditions, in the worst way. This is when we get our best opportunity to see the diamond get pressured into a real stone that's worth something of value. And so with that said, I've watched this creative, out of Free, and I've watched how excited he's been over previous songs. And, you know, I gotta say, he probably wasn't as excited with this record, but he did say, this is going to change everything. And that's it. It's doing it. You are a first interview. Thank you. With he and I. As long as he and I have been making music together, you are a first interview for he and I. I don't want to talk to nobody.
That's beautiful. I think that, think it's
thanks, Luz. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Henry.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, it means a lot to be able to manifest dreams with your families. I mean, let's be real. When you start in your younger years, who are you talking to about your dreams? Your family. So when you transform into your adult years and you're able to turn around and say, wow, like, look what we've built together. It's divine. It's definitely something that the ancestors, so good. Yes, the ancestors are definitely proud.
Exactly. The ancestors, you know, and Haiti and ancestors tied is a serious connection. And you're invited to Haiti anytime you want to come down. We would love to show you.
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready to come to Haiti. I've been trying for about 3-4 years, but I'm speaking it into existence now. So yes, I would love to come there and get the grand tour from you. I would love that.
Anytime. Adrian floats. Both of you guys float down. I'm waiting for you.
There it is.
See the
Before we get out of here, my last question for you guys. When you hear the words Black with No Chaser, what comes to mind?
The truth.
No wrong answer here.
I see a dark liquor, almost a coffee infused, just straight. Nothing else. Knock it back.
What about you, Freedom?
I see the truth.
That's a great answer. Straight to the point, the truth.
Literally, that's what I see. I see the truth. It's raw. It's direct. It's the truth.
Really appreciate y'all. This has been one of the most amazing interviews I've ever done. My job as one of the OGs, and my teachers will tell you, my teachers started Duke Ellington, the first class of Duke Ellington in DC. They were revolutionaries. They were street kings and queens. Glenda Dickerson, I got to give homage. Mike Malone, Peggy Cooper Cafridge, Skipper Driscoll, Charles Organs. Well, he's still alive, God bless. Charles Brown, who say,
we go. What you want? Which one you want?
What are you doing?
Now, you had said you was wanting to drink with absolutely no chaser. So I know when you trying to drink, I know what we doing next. So what you want?
No.
Let's get it. What you want, baby?
That's not what I said. What I said was we're partnering with Black with No Chaser, and we'll be joining the Black with No Chaser radio show. Yeah. Yep. You heard right, my listeners. Chasen and I are excited to announce that you'll be able to hear season 1 of My Last Nerve on Black with No Chaser radio. And season 2 kicks off February the 5th. And we'll be airing on Black with No Chaser radio as well as all other podcast platforms. So
What are you listening to? It really actually doesn't matter what you listen to. No, you need to be listening to Black with No Chaser Radio, clearly. So
Forgot about that.
never forget.
Right.
Never forget.
My mistake.
Black with No Chaser Radio.